Which
but
qualifier did they come through? They opened qualifier number 2?
Second qualifier number 2, third slot, I believe.
Interesting.
So they barely made it in.
I think so. I should probably check that before I just
I'll
spout
pull
it
it up
live
right
on
now.
air.
I got it.
But that's
Just
what my
disparaging
very
Resurgence.
sleep-deprived memory says.
It does matter who they got eliminated by as well, though, in like the first open.
Yeah.
Man, Death's like sort of entire journey to this point is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, went to Complexity, played there for a while too, after having played in, God, what was his old team before this even?
Oh, I forget now.
It was the other one that Scant was all high on.
Resurgence had a wild run. So qualifier number 1, they did make it to a decider. They lost 2-1 to Adroit, and Adroit qualified.
Okay.
So then there's that third place decider. If you make it that far, it was EVOS versus Resurgence. Again, they lost 2-1 versus EVOS.
All right.
So then they had to jump into qualifier number 2, where they had a little bit of an easier bracket. They made it to that final round again, lost 2-1 to Amplify, and then went down bottom against Neon and barely beat Neon 2-1. So they did not have any convincing 2-0s.
That is a long road to
make
qualifier.
it.
They're
Okay,
seasoned.
Who can repeat back any of that right now?
They went
lost
I remember
2-1 to Neon. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
the takeaway is
Amplify.
that they never won a key series 2-0.
Okay.
All right, fair.
They're well prepared for tough matches.
And they were the very last team to qualify.
Is this their? No, we said they did play one other game today, so it's not their first game.
It's their second game.
They're warm.
They're already down.
They're ready.
Yeah,
They're
might be
hungry.
The first one.
Yeah, they've already lost to Amplify.
Okay. So what's the cutoff here that you really need to be doing? You probably need to win at least like 4 to be able to hope for tiebreakers.
4 puts you in contention. I think 5 wins is where you feel pretty safe, and of course there's a whole bunch of.
Is the expectation that
weird
Mineski and
scenarios.
Boom just beat everybody else?
I assume so.
Like,
And to be clear, this is the
I think
half are just cut, and we go 4-man playoff.
Yes.
yeah.
That is true. Yeah, so half of the teams in the group stage just are eliminated.
Okay, yeah,
I
that
think
is it.
Genespris is really the big wild card in this region. That
Speaking
they have
of
no history.
Genespris,
Who knows?
it's an Ember.
Ember Grimster.
And are they? We don't get to see. We only get to see one Genespris game today. It's the second to last one of the day against Mineski. But they should be playing matches on the second stream right now. If you want to check out Beyond the Summit.
Yes,
too.
they're playing against 496, which should be a really good game.
Yeah.
So get out of here and go watch
Sounds
that. Frankly.
Shadow Shaman, first overall.
Then they take the Grimstroke away too, so you can't have Shaman Grimstroke.
That's nice.
Shaman Brew.
All right, that's a
Forgotten
Death
about
hero. Why is Death banning the Enigma? Has he lost faith? That was his hero.
They had.
They did have first pick. They could have grabbed it, but they wanted Rasta.
There are a lot of counters to the first pick, Enigma.
And they don't want to give it away, I guess. I think Brew's a pretty solid first phase. I think this hero is pretty nice.
No one is playing Brewmaster though.
I don't think we saw it touched once in any of the
I
C
think we
games
might have seen
covered.
Death play it.
We saw it in E.
Really?
I think we saw one Brew game, I seem to recall.
We saw a couple of Brew games.
The only times I've seen Brew lately is versus Warlock for the Mass Dispel and Fatal Bonds, and it didn't work. FNG tried it as support.
Strat.
Yeah, it's a strat, but it sounds good in your head. And then you're like, man, that takes a long time to get that ulti out.
Yeah.
You've got some cool dispels here. Inkswell and Flame Guard is nice.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I like Brew overall, but definitely feels like another one of these heroes that can hit a wall a little bit. I think when Brew was rising in popularity, a couple months ago, like Dota Pit Miner, right? We were seeing a lot of Brewmaster. We were seeing some transition into more of like a right-click Brew. As you get those 20, 25 talents, like forget about the Aghanims, forget about the ulti. You're all about the
nobody's
right-click
going for like, people aren't going for the health and then the cooldown. People are going
the crit.
attack speed and crit. Yeah. And that's actually really nice. If you get like Blink BKB Basher on,
It is a fun build.
on Brewmaster.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of going for like a TA here on Resurgence with the fourth pick. Then you can kind of hold on to your Ancients with the Brewmaster ulti, you know?
Yeah, I think you want run at you heroes with the Brewmaster. You want to be fighting constantly with the split. Do you think? I wonder if Boom ID might take Oracle here.
Yeah, some position 5.
Well, the Purge is just super value against Brewmaster, right? Because you can get rid of.
No, what's it called? Drunken Haze?
Yeah,
Is it still
Sin
called Drunken
Brawler.
Haze?
Drunken Brawler.
Drunken Brawler.
Wait,
yes.
that's
yeah, you're right. It's Drunken Brawler. Cinder Brew.
Yeah, they took away Drunken Haze and gave him Cinder Brew.
You can
And
get rid of
Drunken
Drunken
Brawler.
Brawler, can you?
Huh?
I'm not crazy. You can't get rid of Drunken Brawler.
I'm pretty
can
sure
you?
against Purge, I think.
Double check real quick.
He says it is. I believe him.
All right, fair enough.
I'm Googling.
Okay.
I'm Googling.
Just check the hero page. You got.
I can't touch anything, otherwise
I know
all
you
that
can, but
breaks.
Trent can.
They half the time it's not listed, so I don't
That's
trust
true.
it.
Bulldoze is not listed. The tooltip's not up to date. It is purgeable.
It is
is.
purgeable.
That Bulldoze is. I don't know about it.
Oh, I see. It doesn't say on Drunken Brawler. See, that's why I don't bother.
Here we go to this place.
It does.
Still built up with Sage's mask.
So
I
you said
said
Sobe mask.
Yeah, I called it a Sobe mask as well.
So you had some real base skip guarantees as
That's
well.
right.
I see.
Yeah,
Excellent.
There were some moments. What else? What else did I say? Oh, I said Liquid One TI6. That was.
That one was a little easier to disprove, I reckon. Dude, you know, you use so much bullshit when you're doing these opens that
true.
eventually some of it is wrong.
That's the thing, right? If you like amalgamate the collection of correct words to wrong words, it's like a really good ratio.
It's kind of like
probably.
if you were to slow down a cast in the middle of a team fight and listen to every word in order or write them all down, you'd be like, that's not grammatically correct.
No, it's not.
But you don't really notice, so it's okay.
Well, there's a lot of variables you got to adapt to. You know, sometimes you start the sentence and then something changes and you go, oh,
Yeah.
well, we need a change of pace here.
Yeah.
Hey, Abaddon. He's pretty good.
All right.
So we'll be rocking the 5 Grimstroke and the 4 Shaker here.
Unless it's 3 Shaker, but we don't see that very much.
I suggested that yesterday, and Trent jumped all over me.
Well, it was
No.
a stupid suggestion.
3 Shakers dead. Oh, it's not stupid when Cameron suggests it.
Well, it was that game. It was stupid.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
Can Shaker?
But I do
Actually,
largely
no, that was
think
the
it's
position
stupid.
2 Dazzle
Can Shaker 1v1 Brewmaster? You can just bop him.
Yeah, why not? But that's.
I feel like the Brewmaster would win that fight, wouldn't he?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Well, you have True Strike at least. So you
Yeah,
can,
but the Brewmaster
contest.
really hard for multiple
And a
hits.
lot of times.
Yeah, the Earthshaker hits you hard
Isn't it
once.
like 80%
There is,
still?
I gotta say, I've tried to TP out at some Brewmasters early on, and I've gotten
Boom.
crit 5 times in a row and just been like, all right. I mean, it's 80%, so
Yeah.
it's not the least
Yeah.
likely thing, but damn.
So are they just gonna take some like
Necro.
crazy hard carry here for Resurgence? I was thinking Spectre before the Necro pick. I don't like Spectre anymore.
All right, Boom needs something to hit some buildings here.
Ooh.
Oh, I like this Storm Spirit hero. His stock has been rising a lot.
A lot of Storm versus Ember. We saw this matchup probably 8 or 9 times, I think, during the opens.
Yeah.
And the Storm won pretty much every single time.
But we did see several games where after that, exactly the point Base Kit made earlier, Ember just runs to the jungle, and it comes down to those fights afterwards.
Both of these heroes are completely capable of ditching lane and just farming jungle.
So the Storm will get an advantage, but he's got to play the advantage to really snowball.
It's not the easiest Storm Spirit game, though, from a lockdown perspective. Like, Shaker stuns, Grimstroke can prioritize Embrace a little bit more this game as well, just to make life hard for Storm. And as much as you have the Abaddon to help out a little bit, doesn't help out against the Phantom's Embrace. So,
Yeah.
I want to see Resurgence go like some heavy push hero last now for a safe lane.
they both need. Well, actually, Resurgence don't need as much building damage. They got
Brewmaster helps.
Yeah, they got the Brewmaster, they got the Master Serpent Wards. So like,
I want to see like Lycan.
it's tolerable.
Like him.
I'm liking that idea.
Wow.
Abaddon position 1.
They just picked Necrophos into
go.
Brewmaster, by the way. That's unusual.
Yeah.
Into the Dispel. That's not something we see all too often.
Like Necro into the Abaddon as well. Just like when you have a little bit of extra save against the Scythe, that's super value.
Yeah, I don't really see why Necro here, because Storm came after it.
I think they just want the Grimstroke combo, to be honest.
Do they safe lane the Ember now? Is that an idea?
No, I think it's off lane Necrophos.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's offlane.
That's probably the game
or like
plan.
maybe safe lane. Who knows?
And Boom ID will have last pick, so they can make some adjustments if need be. The Ember Storm matchup isn't so bad that I think you need to overreact by putting Ember safe lane.
No.
He can handle it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I feel like Resurgence are just going to pick Troll. I think we've seen Welt play Troll like 3 times.
He has played it a number of games. You're definitely right about that.
Is Necro just bad now after they changed his
We've
aura?
seen some teams take it versus the Ember mid and absolutely roll him.
Okay.
And it looked like an absolutely disastrous matchup for the Ember, but obviously they're on the same team this game.
Is that like the one circumstance where it being magical damage is potentially good.
That's good. Man,
That's
Jug's been
another
banned out
pushing
so
one.
much, I
Yeah.
forgot he even
That's
existed.
sick.
All right.
That's so good.
I think every second phase, he's been banned.
It's
for
also
us.
nice to just take it away from Boom potential. I could have totally
Yes.
seen, like they've got the Grimstroke, right? They could have, and they need building damage,
Yeah.
so I could have totally seen them taking Jug for themselves.
Looking for a safe laner, most likely, unless they're going to change things up.
What if they
Banned the Alk, though.
Can they Slark here? Slark versus Storm.
Versus
farm
Jug
the
to
Abaddon.
Brewmaster.
The lane sounds really hard though. That lane sounds tough. And then they're all kind of squish lords
into
as well.
Brew Shaman.
It's
All right.
troll.
Okay.
Well,
There you go.
we just swap it up a little bit there. And so who's getting what? The Fervian Troll Warlord.
That is a pretty classic hero player combo. Fervian really likes the troll.
Yeah.
He plays it a lot.
He's got the hats.
Much like Makoto and the Ember.
I feel like Earthshaker needs to go off this game a little bit. If he can get into a position where he can just hunt the Storm, you know, get that Blink Dagger up at a decent timing, that feels really good.
Yes.
Double Reaper Scythe, let's go.
I really like the
party.
Resurgent
Oh, I thought you were
draft.
saying double Reaper Sight because of the ABBA and the Necrophos cosmetics, but you guys can't see them on stream, so never mind. But they both have Reaper Scythes right now, actually.
Yes, they do.
That Abaddon set is actually super.
I know, that's the only other one I really want, but it's you know.
Shame that
Is it
Abaddon
expensive?
It's in the
It's in the
cash.
cash, so you gotta like.
Oh no.
Gotta roll the dice.
The cash is only available for another couple of days, right?
Oh,
I only
gotta go
want.
spend the
I
money.
might go buy some. Dude.
Yeah.
All right, remind
We're
me
buying
after
some
this.
levels. God dang it.
I only wanted the Chen and the Dark Willow, and I got them my first two, and then I saw the ABBA after, and I was like, oh, now I kind of want ABBA. But like, I already got so lucky, I can't push my luck.
I actually play ABBA though. I would use that one, and I need a good ABBA
that-
cosmetic. I'm rocking a basic bitch
They
ABBA right now.
nerfed Abaddon, and then a cool set came out, and it's like, oof.
Yeah.
Ash.
That's always
Coincidence? I think not.
Well, often it's the
yeah. The Arcana suspiciously buffs them.
+1 armor right before your. Invoker just got +1 armor just before the Persona. You know,
Just saying, yeah.
There we go.
All right, instant pause.
What do we got for the bets?
No pause.
Oh,
no
man,
pause. I
heavily
repeat,
there.
production. No pause.
Heavily into the favor there of Boom ID. There was like a 4-1 or something.
What were? Yeah. That's
speaking of bets,
Yes.
I was just kind of thinking the same thing where Resurgence's draft is really good, but I still think Boom ID are just the better team and their draft is good enough for them to win this game.
so are we on or not?
I can't do it. I can't
Okay,
bet
all right.
against Furby and Troll, dude.
All right, no, that's cool. We'll all just be Boom ID fans, and then we can all look stupid together if they lose. So.
I believe in Resurgency. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
Let's go.
Gabe the contrary.
I believe in Storm.
Out on the
actually.
iceberg.
Literally, to me, it feels like Storm has just solo won so many games in the open qualifiers I've watched.
Look at that death. What is that? Platinum tier Brewmaster. This guy's been grinding.
He has to be careful though. Like Storm can definitely make one bad positioning move this game and just straight up die.
He has hurled 12,125 boulders
12,000
as Brewmaster.
What in the heck?
That is incredible.
That is a ridiculous.
That is a lot of Brewmaster
You get like
gaming.
3 per ulti. Like what?
Yeah, that is pretty
the
impressive.
heck? How many Brewmaster games does this guy have?
I have no idea.
I'm hitting up the Dota buff.
Yeah, go.
I gotta go check some
Trent.
stuff out here,
That
guys.
is silly.
Get on it.
That is a lot of Brewmaster.
So, do you not like Necro these days, Basecamp? Do you think he's pretty assy?
He was really good before that huge nerf.
Yeah, and you're talking about pure damage to magic on the hard stopper, right?
That just changed his whole game so much.
But he's still Necro, though. He still has pretty
Yeah.
crazy sustain. We saw a couple games where they jump on him, they think he can kill him, and then he manages to reset and get off his stick and everything. He still has Reaper's Scythe. He reminds me of Bat Rider. Even if you nerf this hero up and down, the ultimate is still game-changing.
My problem is that he's this hero that kind of exists on... I think about him kind of like Viper. He's this hero that exists on Knife Edge, where, like, if you are just survivable enough to get through the initial burst from the enemy team, then you look good. But the instant that you fall behind and they can just kill you without any response, then you're a sack. And the Heartstopper nerf has killed his laning.
Well, this conversation couldn't have come at a better time, perhaps.
He almost
Necro almost goes down.
I think he's hiding some of his games. I don't think they're all showing up there.
No.
On his, there's no way.
Maybe it's some like just really long games.
He's hurling a lot of boulders.
Jug
it counts
Shadow
like
Shaman is
1D.
pretty classic, though.
No more mana on Pawn Low. This becomes kind of difficult to help out in the laning stage, and Uh-oh. Yeah, he doesn't have a tango to eat his way through. He does have boots at least, but so too does the Earthshaker. Tried to get the range creep off of him. Does eventually happen.
Do you guys like the way that they've set their supports on the Dire? I kind of want the...
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, I kind of want the Shaman with the Brewmaster.
I'd kind of like the sustain on the Jug. I can't disagree with you there.
It does seem a little unusual.
Is there an advantage to doing it this way that we're not seeing right away?
They need to make sure that Death has a good lane, I guess, and like Inkswell. Oh, he took.
It might be that they don't think they win that matchup with the Shadow Shaman Brewmaster.
Yeah, they might think that they don't have the kill potential.
Yeah.
Like if Shaman goes for a shackle or something, they might just die.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not wrong. Grimstroke is pretty scary in that scenario.
Yeah, and Troll's a strong hero.
Yes.
I was going to mention, though, that I think the other thing about this Necrophos is going later game feels way better now because you can get that Ag synth, which to me feels like one of the better heroes to get it on in the whole game right now. Like, Necro Ag, so valuable, particularly when you've got that Soul Mind.
What list, or where is he on the list, though? You know, there's a lot of really good Ags this game.
Uh-oh. That ain't good.
Damn, that is not the way we've seen that matchup go. Nicely done, Makoto.
And the tip. Death's trying to rally the troops a little bit.
Yeah, he's saying
That's a pretty good one. It's happy hour.
That's the master tier.
I like that.
Well, keeping the creeps back here.
This is a cool play. He's going to deny the wave. He should go and fog this. Should fog the aphotic shield so it doesn't hit the creeps.
Wow, the next level play. It's true.
Wraparound coming with Earthshaker there.
Storm needs to not die again. He can still recover if things stay static, but this is a huge rotation. Yokum sets it up.
I think he kills him here.
Makoto comes
Ember's
in.
dead.
Is Ember going to go down? The shackles, it's going to be close. Who's going to fall first? Makoto with the slight gets the storm, and he's going to walk away. Yokum making this whole thing possible.
Dude, Makoto.
Mid is now a disaster for the Dire.
He got 2 procs there. Stout Shield on the Shaman. Holy hell.
How long can Yokum hold this top rune? And will he have it? No, he doesn't even have it to defend.
Damn, I can't believe that the Ember lived there.
Yeah, now Storm is just on the walk.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it is still the hero that, you know, can catch back up, but... Man. Danger Town. Danger Town. How's Death doing? He's still got himself only
punched.
14 last
Not
hits.
too great considering you have an Ab in your lane. I would say that's a little disappointing.
Yeah. Is Necro's game going well at least?
Okay.
That's all right.
Oh wait, no. What am I talking about? He's Radiant. Yeah, he's
Better than
going great.
Better than Brewmasters. By a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, he's not like dominating or anything, but it's fine lane. Looking all right.
And considering it's also freeing up rotations for the Earthshaker, as we obviously just saw, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just looking very good for Boom.
Just got 6 on Ember. And Storm level 4.
Yeah, this is where it gets scary.
Oh.
Just a slight contest down bottom there. Sarabin not able to find the deny. Took a bit too much damage. Nicely stacked up at the end there from Boom.
Into the jungle we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch it here. Let's see how he does it. Dropping remnants. This guy's crazy.
Wow, he's so skilled. Now, oh, that's how. Wow.
Oh, I
it's a
see.
master class.
You use the overload with the right clicks. Okay.
Ah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Fairy clarities.
That is a key part
Up
of the
top,
strategy.
they're on the chase down. Oh, he missed the Fisher. Yokum.
Is FB dead?
It's all just a bait.
He's
They
living.
knew.
I mean, the biggest thing was he didn't get the shackles off from Ponlo.
That's true.
So they'll get over to this shrine.
All right.
And who's going to win the coin flip? It is the Dire, as it is the Storm Spirit who gets an invis.
Sorry.
Stop calling him sorry. He's LJSL.
Well, what is the thing at the end?
That's just his girlfriend or son, or his lover.
I hate that.
You don't like the name Heart?
No, I don't like it when people put their +1 in their professional gamer tag name. There's a time and a place for everything.
Silent Loves Mila? That's a classic.
That is a classic, and everyone else is now a copycat.
All right, so he's allowed. So Silent is fine.
I'll give Silent a pass for being an innovator.
All right, fine.
But this, you're getting called sorry. That's your punishment.
Sorry.
I saw it coming and I still laughed. This is pretty rocky though. 2K net worth lead at 6 minutes. That ain't nothing.
It's 2K.
Yokum?
In fact, it is something.
Oh, Danger Town though. Looks like they're gonna find him. Inkswell wears off. Root there as well, but no chance for a turnaround, so find himself a little kill.
Storm Spirit's got to relax on the voice lines. I'm just saying, he's very talkative.
He's always been that way though.
I know. It's like someone messed up the code originally, and every single zip he makes a noise, and they're like, yeah, no, let's go with that.
All right.
Just constant.
Just push it.
Does he still say pudding pop?
Pudding pop.
Yeah, I think he does.
Deny. It is like his voice is twice as loud or something.
It's true.
That's okay. You know, that's why he's a lovable character.
Is there some lore explanation for that pudding pop thing? Is he just like a Cosby fan, or what's going on?
I don't know.
Is it just because he's a little bit overweight, so he likes pudding?
I have no idea, but it is something that I feel like we should figure out.
It just seems too random to be random. You know?
Yeah. It has a very nice flow, those words to it together. Oh. They got the silence.
That is the worst feeling as an entertainer. It's like, why didn't he move? You were walking right towards him. I thought he'd move back.
Oh, the classic 3-on-1, no big deal.
Just biff your stun.
Oh. They wanted that scythe kill so badly.
That's why his name's Whelp. Well, good try. Makoto. He is just running this mid lane. 1,200 up on the Storm Spirit right now.
Yeah. Storm's going to need to catch up in the jungle. They've been doing a little bit of stacking of these camps, it looks like. So
yeah, that's big.
See if they clear those out soon.
We'll see if Jug takes them, actually. Never mind.
Well, I think Storm should rotate bottom and
he's got a regen.
Kill the troll with the Brewmaster ulti.
That'd be a play.
Yeah.
They should try and use it.
Oh, if they can make something happen here with this regen.
Yeah, that or everybody should come top, but one of the...
Poor Ponlo, man. Look at the left, right. Where do I go? I'm just dead, guys.
Bruce split, jump in.
That seems a little
Still keeps the regen in his inventory, ready to go in. Take down one. They have the lift up here. Is Makoto going down?
Ponlo taking one for the team. But Fervian took the mid-tier one, so...
Oh, and they broke the regen immediately.
What build is... oh, never mind. Makoto. Showing up on the high ground?
He's got 3 remnants. He's fine.
What build did the troll go for? Is he Maelstrom?
Probably Maelstrom, right?
Yeah, Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Okay.
No Magnus equals Maelstrom.
Seems to be the... Well, we did see Diffusal a couple times, so I'm still, I'm still trying to get a handle on when Diffusal, when Maelstrom.
Oh. Man, that's one of those moments, too. Like, can you imagine if instead of taking that fight up there, the Storm just goes and farms the entire, like, Radiant jungle or something with that regen run instead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you go for it all with the kills, but...
There's an Arcane here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to get it, though.
Nah, Yokum finds this one, surely.
Base Kip, do you think there are any scenarios where Diffusal first without Magnus makes sense on Troll? Or do you think Maelstrom's
Oh, for sure.
better?
If you're in a game where you just want to run at people, or you've got another hero that's actually like kind of the true one position in that game, like if your mid lane hero is actually going to carry you, then you just go Diffusal and just go run at people.
Gotcha.
It's a huge power spike. You do so much damage.
Probably sounds like a way more fun troll game. Oh, whoa. 7.5 did I just see on Resurgence? Whoa. Betway. Getting in there.
I mean,
Making calls.
potential value, but
How you feeling about those earlier options you had there?
I'm feeling good about my decision to turn down that bet. 10 minutes in, 4-2, 3K net worth lead, network chart, Troll, Ember, Necro, all on the Radiant, top of the net worth. I think I'm...
Let's see what Dota Plus says. They're a little bit more cautious about it. Like, that's the Storm Spirit strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, getting late game, if it goes late enough and he gets to 25, it just becomes ridiculous.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Resurgence strength come together yet. Maybe an initiation down bottom, in onto the Ember Spirit, Hex and some follow-up shackles. They should have the damage here. Might be a little close. No! Makoto makes it back.
I love this, and he just runs right back. Guys, come on. They used everything.
All right, Bruce split.
Except Bruce
everyone
split.
else.
Necrophos got baited. Oh
my God, the
Who's
Dildo.
baiting who?
The turnaround, Reaper Scythe, it's enough. They come in with the Echo Slam.
Wow. That was a little scary, but Necro does sustain, and now pressing on, Death goes back into Panda form. I don't think he's getting out of this one.
Gets got.
I like all the small items that the Radiant are building. Like, their net worth lead is translating really directly into a fight advantage. Nobody's sitting on, like, thousands of gold, right? Ember's got his wand and his drum. The Necro's got this double bracer.
It's true.
That little bit of extra survivability has gone a long way in that bottom engagement.
Yeah, the double bracer is really cool. Like, a lot of times we've been seeing just like the hood or something first, but up to 36 magic resist with just these two items and 1200 HP.
It's important because he's the one that's going to be on the front lines. He's frontlining for his team this game. It could be the troll later on once he gets some items, but for now he's too squishy. So,
Well, Jug's in the same boat here, just trying to get some drums up. You know, maybe come join his team after a while on the old Welpy. But he's going phase drums, Maelstrom.
Hey.
Another shocking, innovative build here from an Agi carry.
I heard drums are pretty good.
It always just happens in these patches. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? In the end, Agi heroes all farm so similarly that you're going to find this one build that's just optimal for the patch, and this seems to be the one.
You just explained the definition of the meta.
The meta. Wow. That's all it is, eh?
I think so.
All these years.
I mean, you're right when it comes to Agi carries. That's probably the most ubiquitous role if you had to pick one, right? In terms of item builds across multiple heroes.
The item build always just kind of being the same. Yeah.
Like mid feels much more dependent on what hero you're playing. Support's very much the same case, maybe specific to that game.
There are some times where like a particular item just becomes ridiculously good relative to the cost of it.
Ring of Aquila?
I think that's Maelstrom, dude. Okay, Ring of Aquila is the perfect example. And Poor Man's Shield.
Yeah.
Kodo. Just messing with them.
I don't know. As soon as we started seeing like Invoker and OD and like all these other heroes, like, yeah, why shouldn't I should just get a Ring of Aquila, guys? Like,
I was building it on Dazzle. It was awesome.
That was the end of the road.
Yeah, that was the day Ice Frog said no more.
he saw Zyori build Aquila on Dazzle. How's your Dazzle win rate going these days?
Oh, it's like 55%. It's been
pretty
slowing
good.
down.
He's probably got a couple.
Respectable.
You probably got a couple hundred games on it. Right?
450 or so.
All right.
My win rate was up to 60%, but it's dipped.
Do you like the new Dazzle with the CDR, bad juju, or do you miss Weave? I kind of miss.
I kind of miss Weave.
I like the vision aspect. I really
Yeah.
like diving towers early by dropping that thing behind and just going.
I think
I just
he's
like how
better
pretty it
now.
was.
I think Poison Touch is way more of a satisfying spell, so I probably like playing Dazzle overall. But
you mean instead of the worst skill in Dota?
Right, they jumped him. Do they have the burst?
Yes, they do. Not bad. Soulbind connecting onto two, but it's not the
he's
greatest
flying
two that
back.
you want in the world. Uh-oh, Fervian. Chase. I think if you just get out now, you're fine.
is this buyback worth? They need more.
Oh, Storm. Chase, they don't want to go high ground. That's huge. The buyback Ember, and they only get the Shaman? That's
Buyback
great.
Necro.
Buyback
Necro, excuse me.
Yeah, you're excused.
Get out of here.
Can they Roche though?
Trent's saucy today. I like it.
Meow.
He's caffeinated.
What do you think about? I haven't dipped into the monster yet, even guys.
Oh.
Get ready.
It's only just begun.
Do you think Core Dazzle has any place right now, Base Kip? Is that totally dead?
Oh, I think so.
Because I was trying to make a case for 3 Dazzle yesterday, and then we saw it in a game, and he got dumpstered.
We saw that as well, but honestly, I think there are some heroes that Dazzle completely dumpsters in mid, and then he's got that kind of like visage factor, where or like lichen factor, where if the enemy team just doesn't have any answers to you, you just completely take over the game all by yourself and win, and you win in 20 minutes.
True.
Like,
I think
I'm cool with that.
There was a period where people were really exploring Dazzle builds, and now when we see him core, I find myself often underwhelmed by the lack of Helma Dominators and lack of Necro books that people buy.
Yeah.
I think Necro 1 is just better than Midas, first item on that hero. straight up. But
Yeah.
we're seeing Midas more often, so I don't know what to think about it.
We saw a lot of Midas into Necro book. Or I guess that was the only one game that we saw of
Okay.
Dazzle.
I don't know
was
if he
Midas
really
into Necro.
if he needs the Midas. They just
Yeah,
gave him
I agree.
that big juicy experience talent as well, right?
Yeah.
No, it's against
Juicy.
it's against damage, right? It's against like quite a lot of damage at level 10.
The damage is good,
Yeah,
but
it's like 75, I think.
Yeah.
the key thing to remember is that your little buddies, whether it's Necro units or creeps you grab from the helm, reset the poison on people.
Yeah.
So it's really good, not just
That's
for
true.
farming, but setting up solo kills and just running
I don't know
people
about
down.
Dominator. Dominator's been nerfed a lot. Like
Yeah, maybe.
It's a feel bad item. I
It
feel like you're
feels
just
really
handing
bad,
over
yeah.
gold when you have Dominator. It's
Yeah.
like Darkseer.
I like the
And
Necro
like
book,
it.
though. You don't even have to
Yeah.
you don't even have to get it all
Oh,
the
yeah.
way. Just get Necro 1.
You rush level 1 Necro and it becomes
Yeah.
your farming tool. And
Sure.
I also like it because you put lane pressure on. You
Yeah,
shove creeps
yeah.
into towers.
100%.
Midas doesn't really give you that.
You're gonna find the remnant back here.
I don't think they can do anything, can they? But
Oh,
that's
that's
whoa.
nice.
Brewmaster.
That is a loaded courier. Here's the split behind
All
the
right, well,
tower.
they're trying to get that DD. Yep, there goes the DD.
Okay,
Troll is already BKB'd.
interesting.
I guess just for the Cyclone.
Yeah, does not want to get taken out of the fight. And they're
Verbian.
gonna let this one walk away.
Yeah.
Does he get out?
He does not have a
Slow,
blink,
fast,
but
slow, fast, slow. All right, he's good.
Tower is deniable
He will
now.
survive.
Did they deny mid as well? I didn't see that, but I mean,
Press
Dire
enter.
have been able to do a pretty solid job. of,
What's Shaker Blink status? That's the game changer.
right? He's almost
Very
out.
close.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was not on that courier.
That's the timing.
The Yules is gonna have to chill for a little bit before Necro will get it.
Resurgence have done a good job stabilizing, though. 18 minutes, and the gold lead really hasn't grown.
Yeah, you look at this. It's pretty even here.
This carry matchup is quite terrifying, though. This guy has Maelstrom, BKB, and Jug just got a Maelstrom.
Yeah.
I don't think Brewmaster. Oh, okay, it just swapped, but I don't think Brewmaster should be more farmed than Storm. That doesn't seem
Certainly
right.
alarming for the Storm.
Yeah.
He's 1-3-2. He missed out on a lot of kills early.
Yeah.
Just tried to play aggressive and was punished.
Doesn't even have his Kaya delivered yet.
Every
Yeah.
move he's made.
I don't know
has
if the
been
courier's
countered.
been busy or what. It's not even back. It's not even going back to base at the moment. It's coming out to Shadow Shot.
doesn't have it.
Yeah, he was TPing home.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, they take down the bottom tier 2 tower, only the mid one remaining. Meanwhile, both tier 2s and one of the tier 1s is alive for Boom. The like constant pressure trying to catch this Ember and has just not died once this game. Making the space for Troll again. Ember making space for Troll.
What's the next Storm item, do you think? Does he go Orchid, Bloodstone, BKB? Or he's already got the Ogre Axe, so... All right.
Does he?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
in bottom right.
Yeah, so probably BKB.
All right,
then.
so he... Oh, that's...
BKB Bloodstone?
He is... Yeah, I guess he's just sweating from all the stuns
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And doesn't feel like he's hitting a
Doesn't
fast
feel like a
enough
playing to
timing.
win build.
No.
Feels like hoping we survive into our late game Jug, which to me,
Well, it's
isn't
late
looking
game
that
him.
good.
It's the late game Storm to me.
Well, sure, but he's
not
gonna be
very-
so far
not
behind.
going a
Yeah.
BKB, yeah. Like this very clearly signals that he doesn't feel like they're in a position where he can get kills with Orchid, right? He's decided that he's been too slow on that. And he's probably worried. Part of it is he probably saw the BKB on the Troll come out second item, and he's like, okay, they're trying to timing push us, so maybe I need this.
So they at least don't end the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me it's more indicative of just the recognition that this is a bad game for them right now. But it's the right response, in my opinion. Like... Fissure?
Jeez, they're just picking them off.
Yeah, man, this is painful. I don't know.
Haha! That juke
Wow.
might have saved him.
Oh my god, that juke was amazing. All right. Run north. That's the juke.
Is it finally Roche time? Ferbian's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's in there. So they've got the Blink Dagger done on Brew as well as the Vlads. I wouldn't mind him seeing going for the pipe first. I guess this signals that they want to come and contest. So this could be big if they can get there in time, but it's going so quick.
They need a lot of bashes.
Oh man, they're gonna be there.
Now what do they do?
Jump
He's going in.
Find a catch. Going forward for this Necrophos. They can dispel it right at the start, but separated from the herd. Kezku goes down. Oh, they can't jump on Storm anymore. Fervian just focuses him down. Oh, he gets the jump away afterwards now. They kill off the Necrophos. Buyback coming from the Grimstroke.
Storm got the Shaker.
This is pretty good.
That was Shaker with Blink.
Now, Remnant away or Remnant for more. This is a buyback from the Grimstroke. This fight not going the way that Boom wanted it to. And can he get to the high ground?
Arcane Room. He might live.
Oh, he's out of there.
It's
My
Arcane.
man.
Ah!
Nice.
No, he's dead.
He's gone. TP? TP and pray? That's not happening. So they don't get the Aegis.
Yeah. This is when Boom declares they've won the game.
Yep. I think they were listening to that last VOD and have stepped up their voice line.
That's true.
Meta.
Yeah, there you go. They know how to motivate.
They were upset hearing Trent flame them.
You can see there that it was still a gold lead for Dire taking the fight like that. Resurgence.
Death snags the Invis rune in front of Makoto. It's pretty funny.
The Storm did so much work in that fight.
Yeah.
Like killed the Grim, no spells. Killed the Shaker, no spells.
And still Boom wins.
Yeah, and still Boom wins the fight.
Oh, he needs the creeps just a little bit closer. Death is worried about getting killed now. So
I think when Death jumped in, he didn't even clap.
No, he just
yeah.
straight up split.
Yeah, that's how concerned he is about this Grimstroke Earthshaker, which is rightfully so.
Yeah. If there is one thing to be a little bit concerned about with the Boom ID draft, it's they don't push the towers like that freely, at least. You can still jump on them as they're coming in. It's mainly just the troll, but I guess with Aegis now and BKB, does solve some of those problems. Gives him the tag.
Get that bash, bro.
There was no help or no hook into that one. Welp is pushing deep, but he has spin TP.
Yeah.
Although that Necro got mighty close. That was a lot closer than I expected.
Upon low. Hey, man. You got to get some gold somehow.
Man, he is just doing the strats. I mean, this is space.
Yeah, it is.
All right, is he dead or is he living?
I think he's living, but
I thought that Ember might do it.
that's like 200 gold on the.
That's more time for them not taking the buildings.
Trent was ready for some action there, but he TP'd out before he could even get the words out.
Yeah, kind of. I thought Ember was feeling real hungry, man.
It almost looked like
Ember's back.
I mean, Fervian's feeling hungry now. He's just up on this high ground, whomping the tower.
Zap. They have the sustain from the Necrophos, so they can stick around here for a little while. It's a salve going off as well. Okay.
They have mech and everything.
All right.
Resurgence are just struggling to repel this troll. They force out a split.
Omni out. Dispel takes it off immediately. They can't focus him as of yet, though, but they do bring down the Aegis. Not sure if that's
on
going to be
Storm.
enough. Oh, God. Makoto's going ham.
Storm has to find Shaker. Uh-oh.
And now they might be out of gas. Radiant pushing in. Double kill for Makoto as they find the scythe. No buyback on the Rasta, but there is on the Abaddon. A 4v3 for now. And Troll going to work on the tower. This should be a tier 3.
Yeah, Storm missed the next wave, too. Didn't zip there in time.
Now the barracks. Buyback from the Abaddon. Glyph's been used. Welp coming in, looking to make the
They
whole
see Storm.
light on cooldown. Storm has some mana, but stun locked, can't zip, and he's dead.
That ward.
Sorry, I'm in the grave for 50.
Rough. Rough. Bought out for the BKB, but it was still on cooldown. And, well, you know what's cooking.
It's chicken.
It's Boom.
Oh, it's Boom. It's Boom.
Winner, Boom ID dinner.
I was thinking chicken dinner. I got
Are you gonna get them more than you get got though?
It was just a lack of hesitation. What's for dinner? I don't know. Chicken sounds good. Oh,
That's great.
late night Dota.
That's wonderful.
Oh man.
Welp.
Juggernaut.
There goes Welp.
Well,
Welp.
I saw what you did there, Trent.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
Hey,
Welp lives.
Well-
All right.
tip him.
why did he tip his shaker?
I don't know. I think he missed the Fisher block off.
Okay, I see.
think.
I'm with you.
So, Storm, the previous fight started well for him. He BKB'd, he found the Grimstroke, and then he kind of just walked around in the back lines for a little while. He used the Shrine, that got him back to like 3/4 mana. He was still chilling in the back lines, and
His
then
TP was
he
on cooldown.
and then he tried to go for the next wave. And that cost him like another half of his mana. He would, I think he would have been way better off if he had just long zipped to the fountain, gotten full mana again, and then started doing harassment zips instead. But that was, and then he walked in and got fissured, rooted, bashed.
It was pretty much the ultimate disaster.
Yeah.
What are we looking like? Yeah, it's trending up.
75% is not 100% though.
That's true. I can't argue with
Wait,
that.
it's only 75%?
Yeah, right?
That
77.
seems quite low.
Yeah.
77% in this state? Is it a Spectre Storm Spirit sort of
it
deal?
believes in the late game
I think
potential of
so.
the Storm Spirit, I think.
Storm is a pretty great hero.
But not the late game potential of Earthshaker or Troll.
I think when I look at this, I just say, how does the Dire ever get an Aegis? And then I see this Troll coming back with Aegis, and then cheese on Necrophos or Ember, and hit the gig.
They got Greaves too. Like they're out team fight IDing them as well.
Sorry, what?
Don't worry about it.
You want to try that one again?
It's fine.
Out team fight iteming them? Is that what that was?
Here's the thing, though.
It actually makes sense.
You
That's
flamed,
the
but you
worst part.
understood.
I know.
You understood.
The human brain has amazing capacity to understand things.
And form new language.
It's true.
Have you ever seen that thing where it's like all of the letters are jumbled up, but the first two are the same, and it spells like a whole
Yes,
paragraph?
and it works.
Yeah.
Don't worry, give it another 20 years, and
That's
the
my
English language
casting.
will be completely replaced by memes anyway. So
20 years.
And AI.
memes and Twitch chat emojis.
Just
Well,
wait
Twitch chat
until
emotes.
all of our news articles are written by AI, dude. That's
Yeah.
going to be a scary time. It's happening.
The propaganda, man. The robots will make us believe what they want.
The global debt is the crypto.
Trent can't
They're
handle it.
all in the same area. Is that what I'm hearing? It's AI taking over the world.
Yeah, machine learning crypto, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that a whole thing?
Got it. Well,
The blockchain's going to revolutionize esports, Cameron.
Yes.
See, Cameron actually, like, he did a lot of work in that back in the.
He did.
I did
All
some.
day.
That's not
I think we all follow that story of esports.com, paid $1 million for the domain, then made $5 million in an ICO exit scam. Value. It's a great business model. Now esports.com
You guys want to buy some
is a
base kip
graveyard.
coins?
They call him Kipcoin.
Now, how many Stanley Nickels for a base kip coin?
Same as leprechauns.
What's
to
Pombo
fairies.
doing
What
down
was
here,
the-
guys?
It depends. There's a lot of
Pombo?
volatility.
Oh no!
Pombo's trying to make something happen.
Oh my God! Yoke him! Yoke him! He's yoking him. All right, but Storm gets out.
He'll be good.
Just imagine if Necrophos was just right there.
Yeah.
Just waiting for him.
A noble effort to try and make something happen there. Get a pick on the sidelines.
It just feels like every time the Dire make one step forward, it's just 2 steps back. You know, Boom are just right there.
Yeah, they reach for the cookie jar and then their hand just gets slapped away.
Yeah.
Anticipating the move there onto Makoto, but they're all underneath a ward right here. And Storm caught. Do they get there with anybody? No, they can't. Still elusive. And like these little fights outside the base, at least they're not losing buildings while it's happening, but you know it's coming.
Yeah. This Ember Lincoln's feels pretty brutal too. How do they ever kill him now?
Yeah, he's hyper mobile. They've got really no lockdown for him.
Dare I say more mobile than Storm?
Yeah, Storm doesn't have that many mana items, so.
Oh, the kitty.
Is it living?
I'm totally used to the kitty now, but I remember when it came out, people were really mad about the sound that it
They're like,
makes.
what is that?
Makoto has played a fabulous game.
Is the golden kitty pay to lose? Makes it easier to see and hit your.
I would say so.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dude, 10-0-4 on this Ember.
The one from that like weird icy reindeer set is pretty invisible.
Oh man.
Oh, they get a quick catch.
BKB popped. Chase forward for more. It's a good amount of damage there onto Radiant.
The Necro's sustaining. He's okay. He's still alive. Finally dead, but Ferbian starting to do the damage. He's still pretty topped off. Bruce split. Not much duration left. They'll burn some buybacks. Necro as well as Ponlo continuing to pursue. TP out. Welp might just live, and he does. Now, what about his friends?
That was really well done by the Jug.
They're just ditching the Abbot. These guys have no value. On to the Shadow Shaman.
Going to be a dieback for Ponlo here.
You don't know. Maybe he's alive.
Almost.
You want some action?
Oh. Really good odds.
Yeah.
And Storm, yeah, there's no way you can come in there and try and make a zip. This is that moment where it's worth it to try and like zip in there, snake an Aegis or something, but it's too dangy. Doesn't have CP. And Roshan is the call. 16,000 net worth. Lead at 32 minutes.
Oh, thank God we got out of the opens and away from these best of ones.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. This the Necrophos keeps dying, but then like they don't have anything to deal with the other damage dealers.
Yeah,
boom.
it costs them like all their resources just to kill the Necrophos.
They've killed the Necrophos 4 times and each support twice.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yep.
God. DD Troll, buildings going down. This might be about all she wrote. As they just walk in and echo, drop the scythe as well. See you later. You're donezo. And the BKB coming from this Storm Spirit, but his mana pool is just about done. Doesn't have anything left in the tank. They kill off the Earthshaker, but it's the most Pyrrhic of victories, as the Ward Trap is not going to stop Fervian from just walking in and beating him down to death. Silence out, Makoto finds, gets the double kill, no buyback.
You know what's cooking.
Chicken.
GG.
Wowzers.
I see they've got.
You made the right choice, Andrew.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah. I mean, Fervian Troll. I can't bet against it, no matter how much I want to. It's too classic. He knows the hero well. Boom ID.
I think Boom ID are going to do it, guys.
I think so too.
They're looking good.
Looking very good.
They're looking good.
Is there anything that they're like crutching on right now? Anything that's sort of
Makoto Ember, I think.
Yeah.
But Makoto has a lot of good heroes, so.
Okay.
But he's looked quite.
Still, level 2 chains are up and running. Red still going to be all right. Chakram to clear the trees, and looks like Forever will not be able to find him in the end.
Again, it has been pretty even trades overall. It still does somewhat benefit Genisbris despite losing that Raid King. You are still finding a lot more in Gunner, and again, those early rotations are paying off.
Lane, Red, gonna say hello to Febby. Febby does have the charge available, so he'll be fine. Just go towards that mid lane. Top lane though, there might be a bit of action. They'll get the tier 1 tower on the side of Genisbris, but they are surrounded. They'll go for the Shackles and the Fortune's End onto that Timber. Now the Razor's coming in and the Hex. They control him up there. Forever still alive somehow. He gets out of there just barely now. Healing up through the Purifying Flames, but he does go down in the end. Now Gunner, what do you do all alone? Well, you're not Febby. He'll charge in. 458 is going to be the target though. Yassi is so darn low, and they actually get Gunner. The Purifying Flames, just so much damage early on, and now Febby, he's overextended in 496. 8 to 10 now. looking pretty darn good.
Definitely so. They're really just finding the counter aggression now. Then whoa, March.
Touch, Ice Blast from a mile away, and they're just giving it back and forth to each other, these two. You know, guys, there are casters casting the game. There's no necessity for this. Vivian. Remnants is already out there. He gets charged up, and now the cold feed, it's not going to be enough. He will Remnant out in time. Well, Forev may have been in trouble, but they won't bother trying to dive the Timber. Sit at a 9 to 10 now. 10 minutes in. Febby gonna go for another charge on the Spirit Breaker. Will show himself with that Invis Rune though. He'd run through the T1 tower though. He just never stops, this guy. He's gonna hit 458 though. That BB is there, and now he's in trouble. He'll try and run away. Red does have the roar though, and Febby. That was some wishful thinking coming out from him. But again, we see this over and over again, and it's kind of like, is he buying space for his cause?
For the most part, yeah. This is what GeForce always does. You just have Febby running around like this. Eventually it pays off.
Gonna be in trouble. Raw will be there, and 458 dishing out the damage with the razors. So now the Yules comes out, and Requiem will be able to burst him down in the end. 458 once again finding the kill on this Morphling. And suddenly, even though Gunnar was quite a bit ahead in terms of last hits, in terms of net worth now, you see 458, he's taken over.
He definitely has. And again, he has been making this SF work despite that rough start. He really did have a bit of a rough start. He had to roam around early on, but it is paying off. He's starting to find that farm. The issue now for 496 is on Vivian. Vivian has not. He's just suffered on his lane so far. He's going to have to find a way to catch up. The good thing for 496 is that you can say the same thing about Savage. Savage has not had a spectacular run this time around, not having that free farm he usually ends up with, and that could be the deciding factor because again, we've seen that Raid King come online late, and it hasn't been impressive.
No. It looks like Forev gonna go and try to push in that mid tier 1 tower, so he's still feeling confident on the Timbersaw. Does have that Hood of Defiance up, so that does help against these Razors. 458 though, not going to be one to back off on the SF either. Doesn't have Requiem available though, so you don't really have that kill potential on the Timber. But he's just going to be happy with holding this this tier 1 tower down. Forever will eventually just